So I came into the office the next morning after uploading our latest video on our YouTube channel Blello. It's where we put up our video content, and to find that there was a comment that had been left on one of our videos. And so logged in to go and check out what kind of feedback we had received. And when I've read it, it was like, oh my goodness, this kid was not happy with what we had written, what we had made. He basically told us how rubbish our content was, and he said things that I wouldn't even want to repeat on camera, let alone ever again. Pretty much just cussed us out for what we were doing. And so the initial reaction was to disregard it, to delete it, and potentially even write something back to him that was, kind of telling him where things are at and how he should respond and how he shouldn't speak like that. But after a little bit of thinking about it and processing, we decided to take another tact and actually engage with this kid. And so we wrote back to him and we said, wow, that's really unfortunate that you think that about what we've made. We really want to do better and try to make our content the best it can be. So if you've got any feedback for us of how we could make it better or what we could do in the future, let us know. And so we left it at that, and while we were waiting for his response or to see what happened, we actually went and checked out his YouTube channel because he had one and found that he was making his own videos. And on that we decided to then comment on his videos and give him some positive feedback and some encouragement. And so we went on and we said, hey, this is great, you're doing well, keep it up, good work. And at that's where we got a response back, and he actually came back to us and he said, oh, thanks for your feedback. And then he went back to the video he had cursed on and really gave us negative feedback and actually apologized for it, which was a cool thing. And we began this little bit of a rapport backwards and forwards with him, and ended up talking about how he'd love his YouTube channel to be promoted, and we discovered that he was actually a kid that had Cool Bananas in his school. And so we had a bit of a joke backwards and forwards of that Cool Bananas could shout him out at school, and that would be really cool if Cool Bananas could do that. And that's kind of where that part of the story finished off. Anyway, a few months later, he turned up at our Cool Bananas camp. And he started off being quite withdrawn and didn't really seem to connect with anyone and not sure what he was doing there. And you just saw gradually over the weeks that he started to become more comfortable. He started making friends. He started really getting connected into the culture and the values that Cool Bananas share of inclusiveness and kindness and friendliness and acceptance. And so by the end of the camp, you could see that he had really transitioned. He had found some place that he connected and that he really enjoyed himself and he really loved what was going on. And, those sorts of stories is why we do what we do. This was a kid that we could have easily have shut him off, disregarded him, had left him and told him that he was, what he had shared was no good. But we actually chose to engage with him, and that engagement led to him becoming to a place where he had a really positive influence in his life and come to a place where he really connected. And even to this day still we have a good rapport with him. He really loves what Cool Bananas does, and every now and then we get a request for a shout out for his YouTube channel. So yeah, that's really cool, and that's why we do what we do.